How many times have you wrecked your own life and then looked up at the sky and asked, "Why me?" Oh, we crash the car, but we blame the road. Proverbs 19 calls us out on our biggest addiction, self-sabotage. It says people ruin their own lives by their own stupidity, so why blame God? Ooh, ouch. Welcome to day 19 of A Proverb a Day Keeps the Police Away. My name is Robert. I'm a peer recovery coach who sees the lighter side of life. Happy to have you along today. Today we're going to be reading from Proverbs 19 from the Message version, and we're going to be learning why it's better to be broke and real than rich and fake, why you need to stop blaming God for your bad math, and how to finally let God override your plans. Let's kick it off here with verses 1 through 9. This section's going to attack the masks that we used to wear. Let's jump right in here. Better to be poor and honest than a rich person that no one can trust. Ignorant zeal is worthless. Haste makes waste. People ruin their lives by their own stupidity, so why does God always get blamed? Wealth attracts friends as honey draws flies, but poor people are avoided like a plague. Perjury won't go unpunished. Would you let a liar go free? Lots of people flock around a generous person. Everyone's a friend to the philanthropist. When you're down on your luck, even your family avoids you. Yes, even your best friends wish that you'd get lost. If they see you coming, they look the other way. Out of sight, out of mind. Grow a wise heart. You'll do yourself a favor. Keep a clear head. You'll find a good life. The person who tells lies gets caught. The person who spreads rumors is ruined. All right, let's jump in here. Verse 1 says, it's better to be poor and honest than a rich person no one can trust. In active addiction, we were experts at being rich and untrustworthy. We manipulated people, we hustled, we pretended to be things that we weren't. We were spiritually bankrupt by acting like kings. Solomon's telling us here, drop the act. I'd rather have $0 in my bank account and be able to look at myself in the mirror than have a pocket full of cash and a soul full of lies. And look at verse 3 there. People ruin their lives by their own stupidity, so why blame God? That is the definition of insanity. We make the mess, and then we get mad at the cleanup crew. Recovery starts when we stop blaming God for the consequences of our own choices. All right, moving on now to verses 10 through 19. This chunk here is about impulse control. Something that none of us had when we were using. Let's jump back in here. Blockheads shouldn't live on Easy Street any more than workers should give orders to their boss. Smart people know how to hold their tongue. Their grandeur is to forgive and forget. Mean-tempered leaders are like mad dogs. The good-natured are like fresh morning dew. A parent is warned to a frazzle by an irresponsible child. A nagging spouse is a leaky faucet. House and land are handed down from parents, but a congenial spouse comes straight from God. Life collapses on loafers. Lazy bones go hungry. Keep the rules and keep your life. Careless living kills. Mercy to the needy is a loan to God, and God pays back those loans in full. Discipline your children while you still have the chance. Indulging them destroys them. Let angry people endure the backlash of their own anger. If you try to make it better, you'll only make it worse. All right, friends, verse 11 is a massive tool for your toolbox. It says, smart people know how to hold their tongue. Their grandeur is to forgive and forget. When we were using, we had a hair trigger temper. Someone looked at us wrong, we exploded. Wisdom is the pause button. Grandeur isn't about power, it's about forgiveness. Holding on to a resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Smart people let it go. And don't miss verse 16 here. Keep the rules and keep your life. Careless living kills. That's not just religious talk. That's street smarts. Careless living, like ignoring boundaries or ignoring advice, that's literally what kills us out there. All right, finally, let's bring it home with verses 20 through 29. This is where we're going to learn who's really in charge. Take good counsel and accept correction. That's the way to live wisely and well. We humans keep brainstorming options and plans, but God's purpose prevails. It's only human to want to make a buck, but it's better to be poor than a liar. Fear of God is life itself, a full life, and serene, no nasty surprises. Some people dig a fork into the pie but are too lazy to raise it to their mouth. Punish the insolent. Make an example of them. Who knows? Somebody might learn a lesson. Kids who lash out against their parents are an embarrassment and disgrace. If you quit listening, dear child, and strike off on your own, you'll soon be out of your depth. An unprincipled witness desecrates justice. The mouths of the wicked spew malice. The irreverent have to learn reverence the hard way. Only a slap in the face brings fools to attention. All right, let's bounce back here to verse 21. It's actually the anchor for today. We humans keep brainstorming options and plans, but God's purpose prevails. We spent years trying to force our plans, like, I'm going to get sober tomorrow, or I'm going to manage it this time, or I have a plan. Well, let me ask you, how did those plans work out? The best day of my life was when I realized my best thinking landed me in a solitary confinement cell for 2 years, and I needed God's purpose to take over in my life. Stop fighting the current. Stop brainstorming ways to cheat the system. God's purpose is going to win anyway, so you might as well get on the winning team. So the takeaways from Proverbs 19 to keep the police out of your life today are this. Number 1, integrity over image. Better to be broke and honest than rich and fake. Number 2, own your mess. Stop ruining your life and blaming God. Own it so that you can change it. And number 3, God's plan wins. Your brainstorming isn't working. Let God's purpose prevail. And we are 19 days in on a proverb a day here, so if you're done with the blame game today, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button down here and leave a comment with a stop sign to show that you're stopping the blame. And maybe share this with somebody who needs a little encouragement in their life today. Thanks again for following along, friends. My name is Robert, and as always, stay sober, not boring.